things life has taught me lately about leaving an abusive relationship. If you're new here, my name's Becca. I was in an abusive relationship for 9 years, and now I talk about it on TikTok. So I thought that leaving was going to be like the hardest part, and that was not the case. I have really struggled with like processing everything, and I am in trauma therapy. I think even taking the first step to starting trauma therapy is a big deal. And all of the little things that have been locked away in the corners of your mind because your brain and your body are trying to survive start to come out. And dealing with those is actually harder than I think being in the constant of the abusive relationship, because it becomes the norm and you become numb to it up until a certain point. And this is going to sound odd, but it makes sense. You understand how the things work. You don't like it and you don't agree with it and you don't want it, or you sort of know that something is wrong, but you know the patterns and you can kind of try to navigate your way through them, even though a lot of the time you'll fail, but you could understand the circumstances. When you have then gone away from that and you are like finding peace, and increasingly you're feeling senses of peace and calm and safety in your body and in your brain, then all of a sudden these little things appear and you have the reaction that you probably had, for me anyway, like physically and emotionally quite early on in the relationship that I was in, that I then became used to and became numb to. But now in healing, these just repeat as I remember things and my body remembers things. So you're kind of having to process those over and over and over again. And that is something that I have learned lately that I find very difficult, but it is so worthwhile, because once I take those back to therapy and we work through them, which is a slow process, but so worth it. They feel so good to let them go.